Hi, I'm Sujantra with Pilgrimage of the Heart Yoga, and welcome to our Assistant Teaching Program. There's two goals in this program. One is to offer our students a great yogic experience, and that happens through you and your assisting the main teacher. The second part of the program is offering you the opportunity to touch people's lives through yoga and to refine your own teaching skills. As an assistant teacher, you have a few very important responsibilities. The first is greeting and welcoming students into the studio. The second is offering new students a studio tour. We have a separate video that shows you exactly how to do that. And the third is before the yoga class to help set up the yoga room. During class, you play the very significant role of offering verbal, visual, and physical adjustments to the students. The teacher may also ask you to demonstrate various postures. After class, if you could please answer any questions students have and help prepare the room for the next class. To make this whole experience flow smoothly, we ask that you arrive and check in at the front desk 20 minutes before the class and plan to stay for at least 10 minutes after class has ended. Thanks, and we're really excited to have you in the program. When offering adjustments, there are three main times you'll want to do this. One is if someone is doing a posture incorrectly, you want to help correct their posture. The second type of adjustment is where you help someone go deeper into a given posture. And the third is simply where you make them more aware of a specific area of their body so they can move deeper into their body awareness. In order to make adjustments, there are three primary tools. The first is verbal, giving someone verbal cues. The second are visual cues, pointing for the student to look at another student or yourself while you visually demonstrate. And the third is physical adjustment, actually touching their body. So you have three powerful tools to use as an assistant teacher as you move through the class. While adjusting and helping in the class, we ask that you move sequentially through the students in the yoga room so that everybody gets the experience of the adjustment. We also ask that you hold your adjustments for 5 breaths, so you're spending 5 breaths with each student. Of course, if you see someone doing a posture incorrectly where they can hurt themselves, of course you'll veer off your sequence, go help that person, and then return to where you left off. When offering verbal suggestions to a specific person, we suggest you lower your voice so it's a personal connection between you and that person. And one final point, please remember that as an assistant teacher, you're in close physical proximity to other students. So it's important that you have clean clothes on, that you're smelling good, feeling good, and check your breath. If you ever need breath mints, we have plenty up at the front desk. Thanks so much for being a part of this program, and please know that you're helping to bring the important practice of yoga to hundreds and hundreds of people. Thanks, and have a great day.
I'm going to begin sequentially moving through the students, and as I'm coming to this first student, I'm going to put my hands on the top of her hips, or the top of her iliac crest. I'm pressing down and holding for 5 breaths. And as I'm pressing on her low back, her sacrum and hips, I'm beginning to synchronize my breathing with hers.
And now let's move from child's pose into downward facing dog.
And again, moving down the line, and I'll come to the front, standing between her hands and putting my hands on the top of her hips again, and just giving her a stretch for her spine to lengthen it. And again, just
And stepping forward with our right foot, let's move into Warrior One.
As I'm doing the adjustments and being mindful of the entire class the whole time. And in this posture, it's vital to keep the knee right over the ankle. So I'm scanning and just noticing the alignment of the knees. And I'm stepping out of the sequential adjustment and coming down to Danny. And seeing that his knee is just a little bit out of alignment. So Danny, can you bring your knee back a little bit? Good. Beautiful. And then turning to the next person, placing my foot in the back of her foot, encouraging her to sink deeper into the little toe edge of the foot, using my foot as a guide. And then at the same time, placing my hands on her thigh, encouraging her to roll the inner thigh muscle back. And at the same time, try drawing her right outer hip back. So not only giving her the cue from my hands, but I can also give her a verbal adjustment as I'm working with her.
And then let's spin our bodies open to the wall and move into Warrior Two.
Again, scanning the whole class, looking for the alignment in the knee especially. Now I'm going to the next student, noticing the placement of her shoulders over her hips. And I'm going to place my hand here and just draw back into my posture. Yeah, feel your shoulders stepping right over your hips. Good. And then I can place my hands on the top of her shoulders. Just the weight of my hands will encourage those shoulder muscles to drop away from the ears, to relax those muscles. So also giving loving adjustments in addition to correctional adjustments and verbal adjustments.
Facing towards the front wall and moving into triangle posture.
And as I'm coming into this student, I'm placing a hand on his hip to stabilize the posture. And then I'm placing my other hand on his palm. And then Danny, actually go ahead and press into my hand. There you go. Keep pressing into my hand, let your heart roll up toward the sky. Breathe into that opening. Nice. So again, the hand on his hip is acting as a stabilizer and creating some resistance so that he can open up more.
And as you breathe in, feel your hand being pulled upward and shifting your feet, moving triangle to the left side.
And in this adjustment, I'm placing my hands on her ribs. Take a deep breath in. And as she exhales, I'm encouraging the lower part of her ribcage to lengthen. So we're going to be using my hands as the guide and instructing her to breathe as I'm giving her the adjustment.
And once again, feel your extended hand being lifted up as you breathe in. Once again, coming to the front of your mat.